Okay, another day. Back at the lathe. I've got the block in the 4-jaw. I've got aluminium packers in the jaws to protect it. Using my indicator, I have set this up to be true. Not only is it centered, it's also pointing straight down the lathe, so I've run the indicator along this way, and also picked the center of every spot in the opposing jaws there and there. You just need to rock your jaw backwards and forwards and find the lowest reading. We've got it centered that way, so we're going to be able to drill, machine our taper for our chuck right down dead center of this block. The only thing we have to do is we have an interrupted cut to make on the outside here first to machine our spigot down to 50mm so that we can thread it for the collet nut. So I'm going to put a center drill in the end first. I'll give it a face, light face, put a center drill in the end, support it with the steady, and do this interrupted cutting. And once that's done, I'll go back and I've got that rough down to maybe 52mm because it's 50mm diameter, the thread for an ER40, 50 by 1.5. I think all the ER chucks are 1.5 thread pitch. It's just the diameter that changes. Once I've done that, I'll go back and check it, make sure it's still right, make sure the interrupted cut hasn't moved anything. It shouldn't do. I've got this chuck done up pretty tight. But yeah, so we'll do that. We'll take a face and cut. Everything like that. Oh, it's not in gear. That's off. Just take about 0.2 of a mil. This power feed. Alright, now we can put a center drill in the end. We'll have a little bit more speed for that. Alright. Steady. Alright, so we can now go to that way covered. Go to and start taking our interrupted cuts off here. We'll just have to have a check. See how I've got a commercial ER40 chuck here. Can't find my dial caliper. Not my metric one anyway. That's 16mm. So if we look to take off 20mm, so we can set that up. I haven't got a carriage stop for this yet. I haven't made one yet. But we can soon put a little machinist clamp on the front edge of the bed. Works quite well. Got one. Just one like this. It's an old more and right one. You can make these yourself or buy them. Doesn't matter. Good little things to make yourself though if you can. You get a lot of leverage with these because you clamp it down by screwing the rear screw in, which forces the back half apart. You get about 2-to-1 leverage, I think. Anyway, and that gives me a stop. Have the power feed on. Okay, so start nice and slow. I'll go down to 400 RPM. Just an uninterrupted cut. Nice slow feeding of about 0.2 of rev. Great feed. Up the stop. We got 12 mil to come off roughly. That'll give me 54. It'll be the roughing work done anyway. The 66 minus 12, 54. So, the dial 0 there, take 3 mil cuts, because I can. I don't know what this steel is, but it doesn't, it's breaking up now. It doesn't like breaking up very well. There we go. So now we can go back. Actually, I'll just check everything's still in order. Actually, no, I won't. I'll bore it first. What's you there? A bug or something? Yeah. Oh. Interruptions. I'll bore it first, so that if there's any anything happens, anything moves boring it, doesn't matter. So I won't get all the way through this, but I'll start with a 5.5 mil or something. 5 mil. Yeah, I think it's a 5 mil. Have a bit of coolant as well. This back here so the coolant doesn't end up all over the saddle. Coolant, and we'll have a bit faster. Got 5 mil through as far as I could go. Go up to 3/8. I'll slow the lathe down a bit more. Have a 19 mil here. And 19 with it. I'll slow it right down. More coolant. Just pause every turn of the handle or so. chip should break up. Avoid getting these great big long things. Got 25.5 here. Biggest bar you can put in a 40 collet is 25 mil, so go to 25.5. Slow it down even further. Down about 150 RPM now. Oh, I'll just ran out of trouble. Worry. Water going everywhere. Just had a chip caught underneath one of the flutes, underneath one of the cutting teeth. It's just a pain. There we go. Alright, coolant everywhere. Right. See if you're boring right through. Coolant goes through the hole into the middle of the chuck and then it gets flung everywhere, so I do have a bit of coolant everywhere, but anyway, holes through. Now we can set up and check it to make sure we're still centered properly, make sure that it's still aligned properly, and then we can cut the thread for the nut and bore it to the 8-degree taper.